I worked my way up from working in residential houses as an electrician, and started my way up into commercial and now industrial. Well, I've always liked electronics and the electrical trade, so that's the reason I pursued it. Straight out of high school, I didn't go to college, so basically I just started working with a neighbor of my grandparents, which he showed me electrical, and then like I said, I just worked slowly my way up. And now, like I said, it's been a long road to now being an owner and now having a lot of employees under us, right? But now there's a lot of kids involved with a lot of technical institutions or small colleges like Texas Alamos College, TSTI, or ISTC. I mean, there's several that now have that are offering those trades because of SpaceX, because of Keppel Anfields, and now are starting to see they call us so we can, as far as for job placement, right? Here and with our client here, they got welding, pipe fitting, scaffolding, mechanics, and painting or painters, sandblasting. There's all type of even engineering. They hire a bunch of engineers. As the owner, you have to make sure, one, that our employees are working in a safe environment, that everything is, or try to mitigate all hazards in the field, right? Another, that you have to back them up, you have to be there for them. You gotta basically, they gotta see you in the yard, that you push. You gotta be good with a client and you gotta be good with your people, right? And show that you have their back, and that's what once you got both the clients and the workers back, I mean, everybody's happy. Right? The pay too, it has to be. My typical work day here is early in the morning, go out to the field, talk to the supervisors. Once you talk to the supervisors, have a meeting with them, then you have a meeting with all the people, all your workers involved under the supervisors. Have toolbox meetings, talk about safety, the hazards, production-wise, a lot of details, right? You got to work out and talk to them so they'll know what's going on and what needs to be done. What I like is to being involved with one, with the client and with the workers. What sometimes you don't like is getting the call from the client, especially safety-wise. That we saw one of your guys that wasn't tied off or jumped from one scaffold to another. Those are little things that that I don't like. That after you have a meeting in the morning, that you talk to them, and still you get a phone call from the safety department. Hey, we caught one of your guys, or you guys need to, they're gonna call you and notify you when something like that happens. Oh yeah, safety here is for us and for the client is priority. Safety and then production, right, and quality. Those three things in hand, well, that's what makes us better as a company. Right. Everyday problems is that safety more than anything, because that's what I get most calls from, right? Besides that, quality has to be there, production, and then after that, you got to deal with insurances. I mean, the company-wise, insurances, what else? I guess that's it. Other than that, just the insurances, payments, everything goes hand in hand. Right now, the codes change. If I'm not mistaken, NEC code changes every 4 years. So we have to be up to date on that. because sometimes there's color changes or there's voltages or certain things that get updated, and then we have to abide by the American standard. No, well, here we like I said, we work with community or vocational schools around here. And first, well, the entry level or third class electricians, and then they start working their way up to second class, then first class. You got first class electricians, then you got technical or troubleshooting technicians, and you know, then you go to a supervisor. So there's several steps, and that's what I went through, right? To be as an owner, you got to go through all that. If you want to start off right as a third class, and like I said, you work your way up. It's not gonna be easy, but I've had guys here that have entered third class, and in less than a year, they've already had a first class electrician. And some even is going up to supervisor. Here right now, I don't think they're requesting the TWIC card, but once they come out with their hours, and a lot of people come out here with their apprenticeship license or their journeyman license. But yes, we can send you, to get other certificates if needed, depending on the client's request. Basically here, it's all hands-on experience. It's something that you learn as you go, like basically on-the-job training. But you do have to have troubleshooting skills. If being a supervisor, well, you need to have people skills. But other than that, it's just effort and the wanting to succeed in this type of field.